Sho'Nuff, 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 Sho'Nuff.
Hey everybody, this is Sho'Nuff, and I Sho'Nuff in all I do. Wanna thank you guys for tuning in again for my Sho'Nuff all in your business. Y'all, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and be notified. Well, today I have a very special guest, and that is, well, can you introduce yourself? Tell them your name, whatever, and everything that you do. I mean, if we got enough time, 'cause she'll be doing a lot.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. I am Dr. Angelic Gregory-McMillan. I am a licensed chiropractor and serial entrepreneur. I own a drug and alcohol testing business to support drug-free workplaces, as well as I am an author and a business and mindset coach.
Oh boy, didn't I tell y'all she said she said a lot now. Okay, before I ask you my questions, go, go in a little bit of detail of what's really got your heart now with your business.
Well, right now I have two projects that I'm working on. My drug testing business I started a couple of years ago, and that is growing and going well. That was one of the first, I will say, passion-driven businesses that I did start, just because of my upbringing, and just I felt the need to put a message out on drug awareness and safety in the workplace with drug testing and
So,
pre-work physicals.
so you trying to get people in trouble if they doing drugs at work?
Well, it's
No,
not
I'm
really
just
in
playing.
trouble, right?
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But that's a good idea, because then if people know that they're gonna get drug tests and stuff, that's gonna make them do better and not take all them drugs. And sometimes now, y'all, that fitting on y'all, that it isn't any and
Mhm.
everything, and y'all need to be careful what you're taking. I'm just saying, you need to be very careful what you're taking, even taking other people's prescription. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right, and that's exactly why I did that. You know, growing up in a lower income neighborhood and family, I saw and witnessed substance abuse in my own family. So it is very serious. It's not so much getting people in trouble, but it's really helping them to get the help that they need, because we have a lot of what we call functional addicts that are in the workplace, and it's unsafe for them as well as other employees. But not only are we going in and promoting the drug-free workplace, we're also providing an outlet for those donors or employees that do test positive to set up a program known as a SAP program, where they can go in and get the counseling that they need in order to recover.
That's wonderful. I mean,
Mhm.
that's real wonderful. And like you said, if it weren't for what you're doing, some people might not even get help.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I like that. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions now. We had already I gave her some numbers, and she 1 through 82 or something, and she already gave me the number. She don't know what questions I'm gonna ask. So let me see what one of the questions are. Hold on just 1 minute.
Sure.
Okay. What is the second important person in your life?
So I think that's the easy one. Of course, the first most important person, entity, whatever, is going to be God, because I would not be here without my spiritual
Mm.
leader. The second most important person in my life is my husband, Isaiah.
Oh. Can you tell me just a little bit about him?
Sure. So my husband, we met in 2017. We've been married for a little over 2 years. And I believe strongly that he is exactly the man that I prayed for. And that's who God sent to me, because he matches everything from my ambitions on a business perspective, and even on an emotional and communication perspective. Most times communication is steadily improving. But even in the areas that we differ, it's really a strength for both of us. So I'm really blessed to have him.
That's good. Now, it's very important, y'all. Some of y'all don't agree, and then we can agree to disagree. To be led about who you should have in your life, because you talking about somebody that you can close your eyes and go to sleep, and you don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's very important, y'all, that you write down, who what you want in a mate, and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
you can let spirit or omnipotent or whatever you call God, let him or her help you bring that person into your life. Very good. I like that. I like that. He sounds like a real good man.
He is, if I do say so myself. He is.
Now, if you were the president, what would be the first three things you would change?
That's a heavy question. Wow. So that's a heavy question, but I did pick that right.
Mm-hmm.
The first three things that I would change. I think one of the first things I would do is figure out some type of solution to the student loan debt issue. Just because I am a student, as are most of my colleagues, and we all have that same burden of student loan debt. So I don't know if that would simply just be getting rid of it as much as trying to figure out a solution to help the youth or the younger generations who are struggling with this burden to be able to still live a well life financially, be able to still obtain a home, because home ownership has become increasingly difficult, especially for those in my age range. So I would figure out some type of solution for that, so that at the least we could lessen that burden, and then also make it to where the student loan debt is not so heavily affecting the possibilities like home ownership for many.
Now, would you support? I know you got two more now, but would you support, say, free college all the way around?
Well, I think that that's a great idea. I think it depends on what it looks like as a whole. I would love for that to be a possibility. However, I would not say I'm a political guru by any means. However, I know that the US does have a tremendous amount of debt and other obligations going on. So I would want to look at the situation as a whole, to see where we could redesignate and put some new bills in, and laws, et cetera, and just reform so that we can make it either, if not free, at least more affordable and more in reach for those from lower socioeconomic levels.
Mhm. That makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
so what's your other two?
So my second thing I would do is to just put better programs in place. I know there are several programs in place already for those who are from low income or lower socioeconomic areas, but it's still, a lot of people are still falling through the gaps. And when I say a lot, I mean handfuls, bucketfuls of Black and Brown children that are still falling through those gaps. And I know that it's, no child left behind, but there's still a huge issue in the primary education system. So the second thing I would do is look at a resolution for getting more funds and better qualified individuals into the schools to make sure that our children in the not so great areas are getting equal opportunity and equal education as those that are in more well-off areas.
And,
So
and not only, excuse me, not only qualified, but they gotta like Black and brown people too. They gotta
yes,
have them as their heart, because kids, they ain't stupid. They can tell if you're for 'em or if you're not for 'em.
yes, absolutely. I agree, which brings me to my third point, which is also another form of reform geared towards those in the lower class and maybe even the middle class, because there are a lot of people in the middle class that are struggling as well. They have a little bit more benefit and opportunity, but they're still burdened financially with a lot of things. So, being that our lower class makes up, the largest part of our population, I would like to create some type of reform that would allow for mentorship programs, so that the youth are getting someone in their lives and having some accountability on goal setting and carrying out their goals. just to make sure, because the youth is really our future. These are the people who are going to be in Congress one day, who are going to be our healthcare providers and our teachers. And so I think that there needs to be more focus just on their development.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Now, what is your favorite thing about your career?
My favorite thing about my career, and this will sound cliche, but it's really that I can choose to do whatever I want to do and make a difference. That's really my favorite thing. And I don't just see myself as a chiropractor or as a woman-owned business. I am those things, but I see myself as an entrepreneur. I see myself as a pioneer. And I really see myself as someone who can do anything that I put my mind to, because that's what I've proven to myself over and over again. So I love the freedom of being able to do whatever I feel like my passion is, or where I feel like the need should be, being able to contribute that.
That's good. That's good. Oh, I think my back. You see your chiropractor, right? I think.
And we can take care of that.
Okay, I was hoping you were gonna say that.
Yes.
Now, listen up. If you could share a meal with any 4 individuals, living or dead, who would it be? Outside of me, who would it be?
Living and one dead. One has to
No,
be
living or dead. They can be
living or dead. Okay. I would definitely want to share a meal and converse with some of who I consider my idols, or the
Okay.
people that I look up to in life. It definitely would be Oprah Winfrey. I know that's like almost every Black woman's idol and goal. But she's gonna be one of those people that I want to sit down and have a meal with and just pick her brain. I would secondly say I want to go back, in as many meals as I have had with this person in the past. She's no longer here. And I realize there's still so many things that I want to talk to her and ask her about. So the second person would be my grandmother, Miss Annie, who passed 2 years ago from cancer. So if I could sit down and have one more meal with her, it will probably be a really long conversation, because I try to get everything out. But I would ask as many things as I could out of her.
You wouldn't cook for her, would you?
I mean, I might, but
I'm just asking.
it wouldn't be fair to ask her to come back and then have to cook for me.
I mean, why? I mean, hey,
No.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I think the third person I would want to sit down and have a meal with, collectively, is technically 2 people, but the Obamas. I mean, I can't express the emotion and joy that I had when Obama won his first campaign, and just seeing someone that looks like me and seeing Michelle there being a wonderful, supportive wife. So I would like to sit down and share a meal with them collectively. And then the fourth person, because I put those 2 together. The fourth person I would.
That's kind of cheating, but you go ahead.
Well, technically they are one, because they're married.
Okay. You got me.
Yeah. And so the fourth person I think I'd want to sit down with and have a meal, I'm going to go with Elon Musk. Simply because I would have several questions on the tech side as far as investments. I think that would be a good person.
My attention.
I mean, hey.
Now is your husband coming? No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, he might sneak in on that one. He might.
Yeah, that's interesting. I was not expecting that last one. That was good. Yeah. Now, how would your friends describe you?
Which set of friends? But no, I think in general, my friends would describe me as someone who's driven, works hard, someone that's very real. I definitely try to keep it real. And then someone that is loyal, because I've had most of my friends for a very long time. And I really cherish our sense of loyalty to one another.
I like that. Now, hopefully, when I interview them, they say the same thing.
They say a few other things, but hopefully those are at the top.
I'm just saying. Now, if money was no object, what would you do all day?
I think I do exactly what I'm doing now. Just maybe on a larger level, if money was no object, scaling the things that I'm doing now a lot faster. But
Mhm.
I would be doing exactly what I'm doing.
So you know when you said that, you on the right path. Serious, I like that. Um,
Yeah.
who knows you the best?
Hmm. I would say my husband and my closest friends probably know me the best simply because my closest friends have known me for several years. And of course, my husband, because we live together, and he takes the time to really get to know me. So
Mhm. What do you think people appreciate most about you?
I would have to say that I am caring, and I'm there and I show up when it matters most.
And that's very important because a lot of times, if you got something going on, you can't find nobody, but they stumped the toe. They calling you.
Right,
You-
right, yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah,
No, I'm,
absolutely.
I'm correct. Now, got two more questions, and then I got another question, and then we're gonna
Okay.
wrap it up. Um, what do you like most about your family?
What I like most about my family, so I'm gonna break it down because I have
Yeah.
gained family over time. But what I like most about my family just growing up from childhood is I learned to really respect where I come from. I learned to really respect what it is to not have something and to work and earn it.
Mhm.
So I definitely feel that my family showed me how to work hard for a better life and work hard for the things that you want to have, and a sense of honesty, with an integrity in how you go about getting those things, doing it the right way. I think that's where my sense of my strong sense of integrity comes from. If I'm going to do something, I'm doing it the right way. I'm, taking the right steps to be able to do it. I'm not going to sacrifice my morals or, my beliefs, etc., just to get something. I'm just going to put my head down and work hard to get there. And I saw a lot of that in my family. On my extended family side, the family that I've gained over the years, my husband's side of the family, what I really love about them is the serious sense of what it means to be a family. I didn't always see that growing up because I had, more of kind of the hard knock kind of love growing up. But with his side of the family, it was more of like that Brady Bunch kind of family sense that I saw there. The coming together and the kindness, the caring just overflows, the love overflows there. And it shows in him. And that's obviously one of the reasons that I married him as well. So I really love that about his family.
That's good. Mhm. What about his mama? You ain't got to
I
answer.
love his mom.
You ain't got to answer that. I
She's
ain't gonna tell her what you
wonderful.
said.
No, she's absolutely wonderful. She really is. I gained a wonderful husband and I also gained a second mother. So she's wonderful.
Now, I did talk to her before I had this interview, and she said she love you. She don't care if she didn't birth you, you her daughter, and she love you. And I'm prone to believe what she has to say.
I very much am. She shows it in many ways, and again, I'm very appreciative of her
Mhm.
um, being the who she is, real and who she is, and just loving me, and then of course creating her wonderful son that I married.
Yeah, I'll let her know. But even though um, I'll just let her know, or I may not. I might tell her that she was like she don't like you.
Oh my
No, I
goodness,
ain't gonna.
you would not.
I ain't gonna mess with that. I ain't gonna mess with that. Now, the most important question I got for you, Prince or Michael Jackson?
I think I'm gonna go with Prince.
I think that's the best thing to do. I mean, you got that. I'm doing a tally of who Prince or Michael Jackson's, and you know who winning right about now.
Oh, I'm sure it's Prince, but they're both phenomenal, both talented artists. I mean, amazing.
Mhm. If you could just listen, if you could go back and have one concert, which one would it be? And
Ah,
you ain't gotta hurt my feelings. Or you ain't
if I could choose one concert, I would probably choose the concert where they came together.
you so political correct. I like
I
that.
could be a
But
politician.
but who? Okay. Well, then who would be the headliner?
Oh, that's a hard one. Wow.
Because
I don't
I
know.
already know for sure that Prince ain't trying to go first, and I already know for sure that Michael ain't trying to
I
go.
know. That's why I'm just like, I don't know. It'd probably be somebody else.
I
Don't
would
see
like to
it.
see that.
I don't, but I love both artists, and actually right before Prince passed away, I was living up in North Georgia, and I had plans to go to the concert. He was going on tour and coming to Atlanta, and obviously, he didn't make it, but I was really I was devastated by it, because when Michael was doing concerts and tours still, I was young, and I was like, broke college student, so I couldn't really afford to go. But yeah.
That's right. Okay, so I said that was the last question, but I got one more question.
Mhm.
My motto is I be Sho'Nuff, and I be Sho'Nuff in all I do. What's your motto?
I think my motto is to never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming, because your dreams can become true manifestations of everything you want.
It's nice. I like that.
Mhm.
Well, I sure enough appreciate everything you did and coming out and taking the time to be in this interview. Y'all, for more information for Dr. Angelic Gregory-McMillan is y'all been seeing the information down here. Give her a call. She's got a lot of great information, far as being a chiropractor, an educator, with the drug testing. She got a good book out, and she didn't mention this, but she is a business coach as well. So, I'm just throwing that out a little bit. But all her information is down here, and make sure y'all check her out. Check out her webpage and all her information, her YouTube channel, and y'all make sure y'all with mine hit subscribe, like, and notify. Well, this is the end of this show, and just thank you again for my guests. And I just want everybody to know I be Sho'Nuff, and I be Sho'Nuff in all.
I do.
Be Sho'Nuff, be Sho'Nuff, be Sho'Nuff, Sho'Nuff, Sho'Nuff.